Hello everyone, I am Palpatine001 aka the Senate, and we are here with City Skylines 2 Glenbrook on a very cold winter's, well, sunrise surely. I've actually got it in daytime only at the moment because we're about to do build. If I was to take it back into normal mode, oops, wrong one. That's what it would currently look like. The sun wouldn't be up because we're in peak winter. Ah, minus 12 degrees. Oof. Oof, that's cold. That is very cold, especially to an Aucklander like me where your average temperatures sit in the teens through winter, and you might get the odd frost in the morning. So, oof, minus 12 and snowing. Ouch. But anyway, where were we? Well, we're doing City Expansions 5.5. That is, in 5.0, what we did is we built this very lovely 6-lane in here, 4-lane Waikato Expressway going around the city, replacing many of the small 2-lane highways. Like I've still got a legacy one here, and I had replaced and legacy one here, and some on the outside that used to run actually through the city. For example, this was actually a 2-lane highway that actually formed a bypass, the first bypass of the main city before I built this one. Before that, the 2-lane highways traversed, you can't see them anymore because I've taken them out, traversed, and part of it's still here, traversed through the city. But as the city gets bigger and the demand takes off, we've got very high residential, commercial, industrial, and now office. In fact, I'm going to be adjusting the taxes in a minute. We're up for city expansion, and we just couldn't continuously have through traffic going through the city. So we had built this 4-lane highway, which you were able to see in 5.0. Link in the description or end screen, whichever one I'd like to put them at the end of this video. And just a quick recap. The highway comes down. The old highway used to go down here. You can actually see the old tree line where it used to. Then it used to come in here, and then it used to divvy off in its respective areas. As you see, you can still see parts of it. And is that just out of curiosity? I swear, is that all elevated? Shouldn't be, but it looks like it actually is elevated slightly off the road. That's actually quite interesting. Never mind. So we've got the highway forms around, then we actually break it up into its division because we've got another highway that will go out. I'll show you where that will end up. Set of interchanges there. And we break up into the big 6. So we've got the big interchange here feeding into there. Still got an old 2-laner here, and a 2-laner here we'll end up replacing. Another big one in here, and then it goes out connecting to the old system, and then back out into a 2-laner as we head out. So that is 5.0. So on to 5.5 is the urban expansion, because the city's take up. Now, the great thing about this expressway is it actually forms a natural border on where your urban wants to be. So it would eventually abandon out, but for the moment, if we follow the old 2-laner around, 4-laner could follow the bit out here with more industry, especially with the railway line present. So it's a good one to run industry along. If we follow the border around, and around, because there's downtown the city centre, and around, and of course this flows naturally into these areas through time. But through to here, we've got all this, including the which will for all this, and all this for the downtown area, plus all in here, and all in here. So we've actually got quite a bit of room to do. Oh, and one other thing that we are doing at the moment is we've started oil and chemical. So we have started that over this side. So we've got the chemical plant that requires minerals and crude oil. So we have crude oil and there. Minerals is all the way on the other side. And we have the fuel plant, which actually requires grain. So what I will do is establish quickly some grain farms up here. But we have this little village starting to take off here that should, in due time, support it. Okay, so that's where we are with city expansions 5.5. What we are going to do is we're actually going to start on this side first quickly while my mind is on. We're going to finish off the chemical side of it. I probably will add minerals on this side. Let's just have a quick nose to see if we do have it available. Before we do that, actually, let's just kick over to where we do have it. Just make sure I'm getting the right one. Produces rock. Produces metal ore. And produces coal. So, and then we have the rock. Oh, okay. It's the ground. It's actually the ground earth plant that produces it. So you actually need the industry. You actually need industry with this puppy to sit there. So that's got to actually go across the city. So technically, the fuel plant is actually in the wrong place. On a technicality. That's grain. That's plus crude oil. Because I don't think we have anything else that. Sorry, I need a signature building. Vehicle factory. Yeah, so that's reliant on. That produces vehicles, so that's actually interesting. Are they all going to start producing plastics on me? Food. That's a warehouse. Okay, I'm going to need grain anyway. Okay, well that's going to prove why you're going to need... need rail. Alright, so we'll do two parts first. Let's get the industry set. Let's get this set up properly. Get this all set up. Okay, so what we need is road. Actually, if anything, I should four-lane this out. And I should always have my altimeter on. Is that because, what's the reason behind this? Okay. These, see any floor of this map. These sodding wires. Let me just quickly bury these underground. They usually once I bring along roads with actual power lines that run underneath them. These become a little bit redundant unless I've got a wind farm floating around somewhere. Excuse me. Ooh, summer dry dust and air and all that jazz. Okay, reason. Ooh, actually that might be a bit too big to what I actually. Reason why I'm doing that is. Remember how it runs. Just gotta remember to have these on too. Have I found the hell have I? That's okay. Run that through. I'm not going to connect it up straight away, but it gives me the option to do it later. No, I don't need extended. Just a normal. I actually need to take that asset out. Because it actually gets in the way of what I want to do. So I will. Oh, you're going to be the other way around, aren't you? Ah, dearie me. Never mind. That's the other way around. Thought that was going to be the case. Okay, so that means... well, that's easy to deal with. Means we do this all again. And that's what happens when you don't do your planning properly. Whoopsie. Okay, let's try that again. To be honest, it's actually not that bad. That just allows... Because I can eventually... I think there's another highway here too. There is too. Snaking all the way around, so it could form nicely, forming connection. When I bring this one in, I can bring it to here, and then just bring it down here to that one, and run a highway up to that one if I need to. Excuse me. Drop back to the smaller ones. Now I think you'll see why I might be doing running this a little bit contra then. That's interesting. Ah. Yeah, that'll do it. And the reason for that is, once I go and get it again, technically that forms a crossover. You know what? Screw it. Let's just... Okay, so that just forms the rail connection in. And what I'll do is... Because if I decide to add an extra one, it sits in there. So that connects that up. What we will do is bring him across. Ooh, that's a big drop out. Not that I particularly, it's a rural road. So. Okay, now if I was to do the grain farms, no, industry. Okay, so that allows me to also form, way to spin that up is get the dirt road out. That is as crooked as anything. God, what I'll do is take it into full bird's eye view. This. Ah, because it's actually crooked anyway. Okay, so that's the establishment there. Then what I can do go about, yep, halfway down. One. Who are we overlapping with here? Sometimes that happens. It's not always dead perfect, but two, and then see, we've got a deficit at the moment. leave that, because if I decide to make that roundabout, I can do so later on. And then I wanted to, last one, got a short, that's still. There we go. So that completes that up. We'll do some urban expansion across here in a minute. What I also do is add in the oil refinery. Now, interestingly, because of that situation, I can add just to reinforce the oil supply. This is a little wee one there, so okay, establish that up. I might actually take the highway component of that out shortly. I am going to add that in. And what I'll do is just do one of my 3-lane. No. Go. Oh, and I suppose I better be nice, although I don't think it's going to work because of snow. So that just forms that out there. I might leave that as is, and we'll continue. Residential. might just do that one there. And is that going to allow me to add this in? And add a little little tiny cul-de-sac in there. And then what we could do is shoot UK, go back. Just make sure they've got a couple of parks in there just to keep them occupied, so small playground. And I will chuck in maybe pocket park there, and I might actually chuck them in a skate park here because they'll just buffer against the noise, and maybe a small tennis court there. So that's got them all occupied up. Of course, add in some letterboxes would always be good. There's the post office right there. And everything else should be set. Yeah, no one's moved in there and the buses is there. So that should... and that will get that going. So I don't need to worry about that. So that's done that area. That'll be enough for now. I've got to wait till everyone moves in and settles on down. I do believe I have a... it'll get going. It's only just a brand new service, so... I'll just do that again quickly, actually. Yep, and they're not in reach of one yet, which is okay because as we expand here, one will come down. Yeah, as I said, one will eventually come down. What I can do though to bring it into reach, as I hit the right one. Yep, brings it in. I just wonder if I can squeeze a pocket park in there. Be curious if I can. Nope, not quite. But probably can. Squeeze one right in there just because I could. Okay, that leaves it. So they can technically walk down if they're really busting a nut. That's all laneways, so don't necessarily want to add taxis down, taxi stop into there. Alright, that will leave Taranaki alone. Next area we're going to focus on is up here. Do a little bit of roading in here to bring this up to snuff, because we're going to do, with office up, we're going to need to probably extend, because the city centre is now effectively full, especially with the French high-rise French offices, which look often better than their high-density counterparts. So let's do some work in here connecting this up, and then we're going to do a big run of residential in here. Oh, one other thing quickly. We are preparing for Metro. This is the new double that allows for 2 subway lines, so I don't need to worry about doing 2 on either side of the road anymore. So we will likely run that down through here, which is busy and starting to overwhelm the buses. But for the moment, so we are getting ready for Metro, and we are getting ready for more trams as well. In the meantime, let's just finish up here first, connecting this all up, and then we'll shoot down the other way. Now, just a bit of history. This road actually used to connect here, then which used to connect to here, then which used to connect to here, and form the old connection out to the main highway out this way. But what has happened is when the expressway was built, the new highway was built. It is designed to be extended further to interchange out with this, forming up the new highway to the industry and to the city centre here, leaving this road a shadow of its once self. Now, if you want to know what it looks like, this is what it looked like before the expressway, and that's what it looked like post expressway being built. So you can see the changes coming through. So what we're going to do is, like this highway here, we're going to bring this up to speed as a urban road, and we're likely to set this up as an interchange. Now this road's going to be probably just about renegade because we've got the main road through here, and this bypass is not needed anymore. So what we're going to do is, first of all, find those sodding power lines and just get them out of here. They are definitely no longer needed. Legacy infrastructure can be a bit of a pain in the butt when it becomes redundant. Have to shoot underground to find it all. Get rid of the underground versions. Okay, so that's connecting to the, which is fine, so keep that in there. And then where's this going above ground? Is this running through the industry? Yep. Which will be dealt with too later, so what we will do is, the big 6-lane is there, so we don't need a big sodding. We don't need the big roads there. We can run adequately. The 4-laners should be more than enough to come down. Now what I'll do here quickly is, because he does actually feed into various areas. So okay, now we've got this big boy up here, so what we're going to do is get rid of that emergency that bypass we did, and we get rid of him as well, because we're going to have and this interchange is quite large. A bell one might be. Actually, if they're coming in there, they've got no reason to feed in here because they should still be using this. So that might actually need to become a 6-lane road. Sorry. Let's just, especially if I'm not bringing any highway entrances here, I could do. Depends how I tackle this one. I don't think it will, because if they need to access the downtown, then they can access it through here, or if necessary go around, or even through here. So that road can technically go up and over. Actually, the 6-lane version will be going up and over. So no, we do not need a because that 6-lane road's going to eventually feed into here. So I do need to change it over. So changing as we go. Now that should let me, ironically, or not, this is going to get replaced again later, so this is the old case of let's just dig every road up more than once. Feeds him out, and if I cut him out, feeds him out, that's gonna probably gonna scale that back. What we do is bring him out. Now what that should let me do is, so no interchanges here. Okay, that allows me to form down. That's 7%, whatever. If I needed to form interchanges later, then where are we at? 5. Gotta cross a nice river anyway. Actually, that would be a suitable place to bring here, and this is me being a bit silly. Yeah, that's still fine. Technically, this might be one of the very few times I do this. An actual 8-laner. Method and the madness to that later on. Okay, so that forms that out, and that means now I can start filling in the downtown areas. If I ever needed to do interchanges, they can be done, although we'll see how it goes. If I was to set an interchange, it will likely be that one. But I think for the most part what we're going to do is say I don't, because this is going to form its own way. So this actually forms an inner bypass around. If you need the city centre, you'll be coming through these roads anyway. If you need downtown, you can either I can add one there, but then that complicates for when I need to add one in here. So yeah, we'll just keep it bypassed for now. Next part, so a lot of transport expansion. Next part is this highway needs to be brought up to speed for now. Eventually we are going to, I am going to end up bypassing that one, so that will be a simple workaround. So what I'm going to do is slap that in now, and that is for when we do it later on. If you want to know where this one's going, this one will go around, and we're going to put a big mega railway depot in here, probably in here. This will go around and probably out to here and out to, excuse me, there. So next is to do this part. I am likely to do because of the way this highway is set, bring this into urban. Bring this into urban road to allow zoning, and we can just connect up normally. And as I said, if I have to do an interchange, I can do it off here later on. So we've got offices, which is going to need my attention, but first of all, let's shoot in to do some residential. Now, low density is up at the moment, so we're going to focus on that. So if you just give me one moment, we'll do a little bit cracking with this. Okay, we've got the roading network laid down for this at the moment. And we will, I will connect the footpath up to there, because I can't get a road up there. Yeah, it's going to be impossible. There's a campfire ground in the way. Never mind. There's more than one way to skin that cat going around. Just interestingly, will it... Yep. So that's using the grid pattern. Now, district naming we have... It all comes under district naming, so we do have another district available. So that's a hill range that we just leave alone. Is it going to get stroppy because of... Conifer Grove, we can... Actually, no, that's... Up that a bit. Okay, so that's all turned on. Now, where's the nearest high school? It's going to be the better one. Do we actually have one out here? Yeah, gonna probably need another. Oh, not yet. The waste should be able to handle that. Yeah, that is a good point. Where is the nearest high school? Here's the college. Huh. Can't find the local high school, probably because it's nowhere nearby somewhere. That is real cute. That's the college, the bus station. Might be way down here, which means we might be due for one sooner rather than later. Because if I can't find the high school, that's not a good thing. All the way over there, and nowhere near capacity yet, so no one know on that one at the moment. Alright, next up is to get the civic services pot in, so let's get going. We're fine on recycling and garbage, so I don't need to go there. water we are coming up to again. And storage as well, so we're going to need technically need both. Water infrastructure. Should really name this area off too. Yep, that works perfectly fine. So we've got water and wastewater in. Okay, so now we need to do hospitals. So now what you're going to see is us. Okay, so that's got a bug in it. So let's so that's that. Fire. Don't really. Oof, okay, no fire on this side, so that is a definite. Okay, so that's fire. Police. Don't think we need to go that big again. Yeah. Oh, okay, this one does have the helipad. Small jail. Oh, there we go. Education. She probably, one second. Might actually just throw in 2 right off the bat. So that deals with that. Post office. You can really tell when I'm playing mix and match here. Post office, I will add taxi depot. Okay, so that's that added, and I think that's all we. Oh, maybe I need to. French crematorium. Can't go past wrong with a town chapel, in my opinion. Because the Citizen Service Centre is already down here, so we don't need to worry about it. That leaves now public transport. Now we haven't zoned completely up yet, so this is, where's the bus depot there? Yeah, I'm wondering if I had to bring that into a transit mall because we are getting congested down here now, or whether I more bring them down here. We don't have any bus stops down here, do we? Yes, we do. Ah, it's the Glenbrook mid one as it comes up and down, so... Oh, that's actually good. That actually stops congesting there. Okay. Let's do this. Let's add the buses. See, they then naturally service up here as well. Because I'll dump while we're there. Let's get light commercial in there. I'm not going to put anything behind that, and that's a big drop down, so we're not running anything there, so we can run offices behind that for now. Set there. Set there. What I'm looking at is where the curves form up. Curves. Form up. So there. So we'll run them down the main road. See, that's gonna. Don't worry, we'll footpath these all up. Actually, that was a bit silly. Actually, keep them as capacity. Yeah, because they can run. This is actually just create a. Don't need to run through residential. It's light residential. They would essentially walk there. Ooh, what's going on? Okay, they're not going to let me put those there anymore, so they're going to basically run down through the rosewood. The rosewood section. I'm just wondering. Actually, what we will do is. Actually, no, keep them as is, and I can bring them over with paths later. So they're gonna come through here. Just wondering out of curiosity if I can get that to be a. Oh, well, that would be very small, but oh, got them right here, but then they're right on top of that set. Okay, let's draw this up quickly, and then we'll do the zoning and then let run. Nearly full too, so okay, we've got too many more left on this one. Don't worry, we're replacing some of these with trams. Sooner rather than later. Because we're going to be doing the Metro line in 5.6. No, sorry, 6.0, because that will focus on the city centre. And downtown again. So this will give more services, ironically, into let's just line this up quick, give it a name quickly. That in. Yep. Ticket price to $2. Electric bus. Okay, and we do have a new add this in quickly. And while we're here, because why not? It's officey, don't neglect it. Okay, because that's all. This is all UK down here. semi-detached. Actually, I'll do medium in here. And mixed juice. Along here, and then we can jump up. Ooh, I might be shrinking a few of those because of their respective sizes. Actually, I could be actually doing another bus service real quickly in here. Okay, parks. I've lost track of all my parks. Actually, no, let's go into the large ones first. Setting up for large playgrounds. Making sure we've got the green and we have all the green utility required to do this. Okay. Don't need large plazas. Can we do a multi-purpose anywhere? That would be actually a bit overkill, actually. Large city park. Yeah, I think we're going to need one of these to pop up. Switch over to tennis courts. Tennis court. Outdoor gyms. So why not? Skateboard parks. Always got to have a skateboard park somewhere. Two actually. Can't forget basketball courts. And we'll jump over to can't forget the doggo parks, or I'm going to have some very ratty dog owners going after me. Oh yes, and of course this small park. And then pathway connections, which are going to be actually quite essential. There. One there. One there. So these are a bit of a short bus, but I'm not overly phased. There. One there. Yeah, this is going to be interesting if I need to actually... if they're going to walk to it, or whether I need to actually bring the bus line up into it. I might actually and then because I think something tells it that could need to be reformatting the bus lines sooner rather than later. Alright, let's do a quick save and then let's let rip. Actually, before we even do that, let's make the game fair. Day and night visuals. And let's get ready to get going. Okay, we didn't exactly let rip. I had to change a few things up. I've added some more parks in that, campfire site, baseball, and of course an indoor swimming pool, because with -12, people still might need to want to practice their swimming. So yeah, added it. Also another subway station as we're getting ready to start doing the metro. Now while this bus route is a bit long, going to run through the middle of it, we do have bus stops actually set up elsewhere ready to go for once the metro start opening up the metro lines from the city centre out to the various urban and suburban areas, and that will free up some bus slots and that. Well, this as for green utility given, I can't exactly do that. It's quite steep. This will be turned into a forested hill and all that, which I can do technically right now. Some trees, because trees are good. Of course, when it becomes spring, it'll be a little bit easier to work out where to place them as well. Give it a little bit more of a increase that urban canopy a little bit there. Wait for windows. Alright. Leave that for the moment. Let's let rip. Of course, it's still night time at the moment, so ooh. Can you hear that snow? Away we go. That medium density stuff will get going eventually. The low stuff usually takes off first. Oh, here, a helicopter. I'm actually building some actual vanilla assets there, so where's he? I see critter. Never mind. Okay, we're away in full development. Alright. Everything is going to plan. Excellent. The medium stuff will develop through time, so I've allowed that to happen, and as will the mixed use, which I should really sort themselves out. Won't be sun up for another 2 hours. Ah, here we go. Excellent. What do we got? Ah. New. Let me just get rid of my title bar. And you can see where we're going on the bus. Back down the hill again. All the homes are up. So that's where we'll leave it. there. Whoops, resume game. They'll do this until more resident. Demand bar has not changed much. No, everyone hasn't moved in yet. This is still calculating them to move in. Of course, the medium density won't. Of course, them to move in yet, and then of course you've got this down here as well. Yeah, so that's going to take a little while to catch up. Meanwhile, let's just check over. Okay, we're ready to get residential going. I might do just spot over there. Nothing there, I forgot about that. Oh, well, wrong road anyway. Okay, hang on. Just one moment, folks. Forgot to add the reticulated water and sewage. Whoops. That should be all fine. Yep, water's all fine. Yeah, not enough workers for that. Now there is a storage system. I never knew there was a surge system required for these. That's curious. Now I'm gonna go back and check the others, because that's got me super curious. I know there's one up here. Where is it? Apparently. We need to wow, okay. That's a first. I suppose it's first for everything, but not the kind of first I had in mind. Let me just quickly add this in to give things a bit of a boost here. Or if I got this might just chuck this in, give things a bit of a boost. Because we're actually approaching a to be honest, that's going to be interesting. She's going to chew our water a bit faster than I had anticipated. Yeah, the problem is we've got an employee problem, which means we're struggling to move our water along, so I'm really going to need to get things moving. That was a bit... So we need a lot more residential, which is actually showing up. So I suppose there's a quick one for Part City Expansion 5.5. We probably not going to let me do it because of the... Never mind. Oh, okay. So it will let me do it. I'm just now going to be curious if it's going to let me. Grid that off, yes, so that is really super curious. It's actually going to let me do it. Well, that's perfectly fine then. We just okay. Add some stuff in quickly. Might as well add in just to give them a little bit of a fun and entertainment. And I will actually shove in might shove in that because I could easily wrong one. Turn that something into a little bit like a little mini town centre, even though I've got half the civic stuff all the way over there. But that does allow me to drop that in. A bit big for that. Drop that in. Some UK mixed juice there, and then just terraced housing there. I'll actually release this on the go. That clear for the moment, please. And quickly add in I actually might need a bigger post office in a minute. So the post office I will use is that one. Public transport, where is it? Actually, just hold it like that for the moment. Yeah, see, we're all fine there. And see, we've got the fire department, we've got the fire station. Great figures I like. And since I can just backfill these. Just really go because you get to do that. And I might do that. Alright, that went on a little bit longer than expected, but that just gets... And the bus system. Just need a little bit of an extension. Oh. Heck. Try that again. I forgot that end is actually not connected. So, gives us a quick extension. Well, the ambulance is taking its sweet time. Is that it there? Where's the ambulance? Oh, it's waiting for the medical copter. Must be quite a critical accident then. Alright, so that's where we will leave it for 5.5. And 6.0, we're actually going to finish off the downtown. It's going into nighttime again too. We're going to finish off the downtown and the road connections up here. So that's going to be a lot of high density stuff. And we're also likely to get the metro going as well, because we're going to need to establish it. And we've had an accident. That's going to screw up all the buses. Woohoo, and then the city bus spun out. And here go all the evening buses. Oh well. As I said, 6.0 will go into the downtown and the metro system, and then 6.5 head back over to Taranaki to finish off up there. I'm Palpatine001 aka the Senate, and this is Glenbrook, where it's -8 degrees. Cold.